There was a season in my life where money was tight, and it honestly felt like I was being strangled by it. Rent was breathing down my neck, and groceries became a math problem that I couldn't solve. And then my bank account, it looked like I had just survived Category 5 disaster. Barely. I was exhausted. Not physically, but mentally, carrying constant background stress that never seemed to let up. And every dollar felt like a decision, whether that's gas or groceries, or even late fee or overdraft. Then one day, I was digging through my email inbox and I found it. A subject line that read, "No credit check, no interest, $100 instantly." It was a promo for a cash advanced app. Now, let's be clear. I'm not new to this. I've seen scams, traps, and fine print dressed up in pretty fonts. But this one, it actually looked clean. So I did what anyone else in survival mode would do. I looked into it. And don't cap like you haven't looked into it either. But what did this app do? It connected to my banking app, analyzed my pay schedule, and within minutes, it gave me my limit. If I had to guess, the app has certain rules in it that would calculate your limit based on your income. But for me, $200 max per pay period. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's actually a smart business model. But I'll bring up the twist here in a minute. But after I saw that $200 max per pay period, it was like a breath of fresh air. They even had this build your credit feature on the app. It sounds convenient, right? Except it came with a quiet fee attached to it. And as you know, of course it did. But I needed help, so I hit the button. And like clockwork, boom, a $10 monthly fee. And I'm not an idiot. I know how businesses work. They need to pay people, so nothing's free. And people gotta get paid. But something about it didn't sit right, not this time. Because when I stepped back, I saw it. This app wasn't built to lift people out of financial stress. It's designed to keep them comfortable enough to stay. And that is what we're unpacking today. They say it helps, but it's just another system. The cash advance hit my account, and for a moment, it was relief. That kind of moment when your checking account has been playing dead for days. And then suddenly, there's life. And then there's a pulse. Barely, but it's something. But as I dug deeper in the app, I've noticed something strange. A rewards tab. I tapped it. Maybe it's something useful, like cashback or even discounts. Nope. You guessed it. It was a bunch of games, ads, and surveys. Play this for 23 cents. Watch this ad and earn a badge. You can't withdraw unless you have a $25 minimum. It felt like payday loans and Candy Crush had merged into their little playground. A digital pacifier for financial stress. And they were out here telling people, congratulations, you leveled up your finances. And while I was sitting there reading it, I cringed. Like, WTF? And while I'm cringing, y'all are playing. You're tapping balloons on the screen for pocket change. Whereas if you got a job, then you would make more money. And that's where I realized this isn't wealth building. This is entertainment disguised as empowerment. Why these apps low-key made me mad. I had to stop and ask myself, who built this? Because I promise you, it wasn't someone that's never opened their fridge and had to stretch bread and a prayer. It wasn't no one who had to extend their Duke energy bill payment date just to stay afloat. And it definitely wasn't someone who was sweating bullets only having $6.27 in their account, stressing and hoping that no other bills come up between that time. But it was built by someone in a loft apartment and built by someone who had a financial nest egg or even daddy's money. And if I sound frustrated, I am. And am I a little salty and jealous? Maybe. And the reason for that is because they didn't build it to free you. They built it to make struggle feel productive, to convince you that watching ads and earning coins is somehow making progress. But it's not. They didn't gamify finances. They gamified poverty. And let's keep it a buck and call it what it is. That's not innovation, it's exploitation. But the fact that you're continuously watching this video, you're built different. You're not here for sugar-coated sound bites. You're here because deep down, you're tired. Tired of being handed breadcrumbs and being told that it's a cake. Tired of being played by a system who preys on vulnerable people. Let's stick together. So hit that like button if you're tired, and also hit that subscribe button if you're ready to build wealth. And to stop surviving off $5 gift cards just from watching ads. We all build to win. How do they trick you into staying stuck? These apps are brilliant in one thing. making you feel like you're making progress, but in reality, you're just killing time. Do me a favor, do some quick napkin math. Take your hourly rate and divide it by 60. And what that does is give you the amount that you're making per minute. Let's suppose you make $10 an hour and you divide that by 60. That'll give you 16 cents a minute. Meanwhile, these games will pay you 14 cents for spending 5 minutes on a game. And then they make the minimum withdrawal limit to $25. So it forces you to stay on the app and play those stupid games. What is wrong with you people? Step it up. But let's be honest, this time could have went into something more productive, like learning a new skill, or pitching a freelance gig, or studying a market, or even just taking a nap so your brain can reset. But instead, you're caught in a loop, because that's how these systems work. They sell the illusion of effort equals reward, but what they're really doing is monetizing your attention and receiving a kickback from those partner gaming apps. And yes, I mean financial kickback. And while they're profiting off your struggle, they're at the bar having a beer with their best buds. And this leads me to my next point. Why I know God let me see this. The reason I know, because it's easy to talk about budgeting and building credit when your fridge is full and bills are paid. But when you have to stretch $80 over 5 days, when you have to act calm, but your world is on fire, that's when you really understand a need for change. Real tools, real education, and real freedom. Because I've lived the pressure. I've felt the quiet panic. And 9 times out of 10, you have too. So let me show you how to maximize the app if you still need to use it. Number 1, have a game plan. Don't borrow just to stay afloat. Borrow to build time. Launch a side hustle. Flip something. Offer a service. Turn the advanced into momentum. Number 2, treat loans as a tool, not a crutch. This means giving yourself a limit. 2 pay periods max. Then transition into income that doesn't charge you for breathing. Number 3, ignore the distractions. Don't fall for the tap this to earn trap. Your attention is currency. Spend it wisely. Number 4, track everything. Know what you borrow and know when to pay it back. And also write it down. Clarity kills anxiety. And number 5, let it push you. Every time you borrow, remind yourself, this isn't who I am, this is where I am, and I'm not staying here. And number 6, here's a bonus. Pray to God and ask for guidance. And while you're doing that, seek mentorship in a community that faces your struggle too. Now we transition into the key takeaways. You weren't built to settle. If you ever found yourself doing everything right, like budgeting, saving, investing, and then sacrificing and still feeling stuck, then you're not crazy. You're just operating in a system that was built against you. But let me say this. You weren't built to chase pennies in an app. You also weren't built to tap through ads for pennies. You were built to create, to rise, and to build. So don't settle. Don't settle for a job that underpays you, not for the app that distracts you, and definitely for a system that thrives when you don't. Subscribe to Money Talks Media, because we don't play games with your future. And what separates me from the other finance channels is I've actually been through it. I don't just read off of a script. We strategize, we level up, and we build to win. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.